So hello and good day to you. I've got a commission I'm working on. I've got to draw this skull wearing a gas mask, so I'm just working on a lot of the details. This bit is like a plastic like breather bit there, which there won't be much details there, but I can add loads of cross hatching and stuff on this top section. But I'm wary that there's like a plastic sort of visor thing there, so I can do loads of detail here and then maybe add a couple of reflective lines, white lines going down. I think just see how it goes. So starting off the day with a commission. Well, I've inked and coloured this as best as I can. I've added Sharpie marker on the outside, and then some cool and warm grey coloured pencil, and then a jelly roll white just for the white highlights on the outside here and there. Just done some little like rough outlines and that, and little scratches and things like that. A little yellow bit on there. I think it's like a diver's mask actually, this. Some cool grey Copic markers on there just to separate that mouthpiece from the rest of the skull, and then I've used some warm greys and a dull ivory colour for the actual skull. And I tried to do some like little reflections lines, or just to show that there's like a visor there. I may do a few bits and bobs on this, but for now I think this is finished, and we'll get to sketching something for the daily art vlog. So this is an idea that I've had in my mind for quite a while. It's sort of like a half digested skull being puked out of a mouth of a creature which you don't really see much of. It's mainly like the teeth, a bit of the jaw and gums of that, and the rest is just like lots of blood splatters and things like that, and the skull looking quite digested. That's all I can say, to be honest. Yeah. So this is the third time I've tried to do this video, because the sort of video editing that I use, the Windows Live Movie Maker, it's froze up quite a few times, so I had to clear a lot of my computer files and stuff like that. Took a good few hours today to do that. So yeah, just sketching out the idea really. The skull's the best bit, obviously, with lots of blood and puke, and I was going to do loads of guts and things like that. I probably could add more of that later on, but we'll see. This was more of like a colour sketch drawing that I didn't really finish. The end of this I start to use like Copic markers, but I only like sketch the colours in. I don't really spend too much time on it, but it's just about sketching the idea, as it were, just the details. But I do like the idea of drawing like part of a scene, or part of a, where you only see part of the story sort of thing. Just drawing the teeth there, and sharp teeth, so it's like a monster of some sort, but your sort of imagination is thinking what's the rest of the monster look like. But I just thought I'd do as a drawing, like a certain idea like that is it's focuses on the the skull really. That's what I wanted to, and what's happening in the picture. So it could be an art print, this. If I finish it, I'm just sketching in like a piece of intestine there, even though it looks like a tentacle. And there's an eyeball to the right there as well. I'm just sketching in a bone with blood on it as well, and puke all mixed in, and other fun stuff. Starting to ink now, but the first few pens I picked up with them are ones that run out, as you can see there. I finally found an ink pen that hadn't run out, so I'm starting to ink a lot of the lines quite quickly, the teeth and everything, and all the cool rotten details that I like to draw. So this drawing, it was going to be like a skull, serpent type thing. I started to draw it that way, but it just became this type of drawing. For the better, I suppose. It's a different idea than what I usually draw, so I just ran with it. That's the best way to do some of these drawings. Sometimes it's just run with the idea. Even if it doesn't make sense at the time, just go with it and see what happens. It'll either, be a good drawing at what. So that's the thing you gotta try and do. Just like looking back on my old skull drawing videos, I can definitely see the improvements in me drawing skulls, and even my inking line work is more detailed, and there's sort of a style there now I think I can see, and it's quite interesting to look at. Sort of the evolution of my older videos versus my newer videos. It's quite interesting to look at, and because I'm always improving all the time, trying to figure out what to draw most times and how to draw it, and just thinking about colouring and inking and trying to do things in different ways. Like as you've seen in a lot of the daily art vlogs and videos in the past, particularly last year, it's been a good time, creative wise. Sometimes I can't think of what to draw, but that's like normal. Try and just do all this experimental stuff. That usually helps with me coming up with ideas and just different ways of drawing and creating art. Also helps. Just drawing in the teeth there and inking them, make sure there's the details are on the gum and all that. Using a thicker ink pen there just to add a bit of shadow and a bit of weight and depth to the skull. It helps later on because you can see where the darker areas are for adding the shade and the shadows and the darker colours from the Copic markers. I know if I took my time with this drawing, I'd probably spend hours, maybe a full day drawing this, inking it completely and you know, without like using my sketchy style, I'd probably spend a lot of hours doing this drawing if I took the time. But sometimes you don't have to take your time just to draw an idea. It's just best just to get on with it and see what happens. So adding like thick dark areas in there, which will probably be blood splatters and things like that, them darker areas. So that's a guide for me to, you know, do that. So right now I'm doing this video with me talking over the microphone, but I think I'm going to go back to talking while I'm actually drawing, I think, because doing this separately, I don't know if it works. It might work, but I'm more used to trying to talk when I'm actually drawing the thing. Just feels better, I think, sometimes. I can do this now and again, but yeah, I'm just using a dull ivory Copic marker just to get a basic colour of the puke. I would have liked to have like a lime green or something, just to make the puke have some green, phlegmy looking bits to it, but I need to expand my colour range in the Copic markers a bit more. I'm just using a warm grey 5 to add some of the shadow areas that I talked about earlier on. And I can overlay bits of blood, red colours, after I've used the pink, of course, you know, for them areas. I would have spent a bit more time adding like coloured pencil details and smoothing out the tones of these colours, but it's just a quick Copic sketch for now, so that's why I just left it, as you'll see at the end, as it is really. It's more of an idea that I can come back and finish later on. Already now I'm thinking about some kind of background behind that, what colour I would do that. But then I'm still not sure what colour I'd do that. So it's like little problems like that where you think, you know, what you're going to do and how you're going to approach it, and will it look right, you know, certain colours. So it's all these little design problems you always think about. So this pink is usually like the base tone, to use the red next over the top, and then you know, if I was going to use like coloured pencils like Prismacolors or polychroma pencils, then I could use mid-tones in between them, you know, and just smooth it out, flesh it out a bit more and build on it, you know. And I will be doing more of that in future videos, and you'll see more of that too. There's a lot of the blood splatters and things like that. Like I said, them darker areas was mainly like for the blood splatters. I used like a Copic sketch pen. I think it's a neutral grey. Number 2, I think. I always nearly lose like the brush side of the markers, really. I rarely use the other side. It's just about smoothing and adding lots of grey there. I think that was like a pinkish white or something, or just adds like it blends a lot of the grey as well and creates a nice colour. I can add that in layers. I decided to try and fill in a lot of the white areas with that, just to create a really light base colour. I think that was a barely beige, like skin colour that I just, added to try and add another tone to the puke colour. It sort of worked, I think, so. A warm grey 5, just adding more darker areas. So yeah, I need a few more Copic markers here and there, just so I can fill in the blanks with some of the tones and then blend them a little bit better, sort of thing. So yeah, I think this is a pale grape colour. It's almost like a really light pink. Just nice to add like little pink areas here and there. It's almost like a light blending colour as well that I can use with blood and the pink, red and pink as well. Using a canary yellow there, just for the eyes, and maybe little bits of bile or something, other, stomach acid stuff. Like I said, I would have used a green, but I ain't got really a good green to use, like a light lime green. I've got some Sharpie markers, but they're different to these, so I don't usually combine them. And that's it really, that's the quick Copic sketch. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now!